excited. I'm gonna finally document our journey and make everything with prep. So, news. It's November. The situation currently is waiting for the shows to be released for 2026, which should be anytime soon in next 2 weeks. So really, I basically like know what shows I'm gonna do, but like we just want to know exact dates and kind of plan mainly everything out. But from today, actually from yesterday when I did my check-in, we decided the prep will start in December, which is in 2 weeks. So, I can't wait. I'm very excited. It's getting like actually real, you know. Like I been training for this whole year since January, and whether I like it or not, December is coming faster than we all want. And this is gonna be the fun part ahead. 20 weeks, been very good position. The feedback in every check-in has been so far really positive. So there should be no issues, obviously, in terms of going into prep for the moment. 20 weeks is plenty, so there will be definitely room maybe to, back off a little bit when needed. Because at the moment, I was able to build my calories up to 3,000 calories. And not gonna lie, last 2-3 weeks since actually we increased the food one more times, I started to struggle a lot to eat everything. Like eating 3,000 calories is a lot. But there is a few things, obviously. Firstly, I need to understand it has to be done. Secondly, I definitely want to enjoy food until I can, because I know in few months I'm gonna be completely opposite. So there is nothing like obviously complaining about it, but trying to find a way how to obviously keep my digestion in check, which the last 3 days, 2 days hasn't been really good. First time so far. So just yeah, changing a little bit food sources that are a little bit lower in volume, because it's a lot of food. It's a lot of food, and I struggle to eat all of that. Anyway, all of that should kind of put me into good position, the good starting position at the end of this month. And hopefully everything will be fine. I'm very excited. Like, obviously, now I have to say, like, it's really hard to track the progress, obviously, when you are in the off season. The weight has been moving obviously slightly gradually up, and physique looks good. Like I had great feedback. I'm still able to maintain quite like a definition and like the body composition. Even though I gain weight, I gain some body fat, I'm not actually like excessively like don't have too much weight to lose, which I'm not sure if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Obviously at the same time, like I know I eat a lot, I'm very active, I have a little boy, I'm working a few days a week, I cycle to work, I sometimes teach classes. So I'm like, even though my day in general is very active, so building these calories up to 3,000 was really great you know idea to do. Really like aim for it while like my physique is still maintaining pretty much clean, pretty much in good condition. So obviously I'm a little bit like, do I look small or like this paranoia? It's crazy because recently, like last few obviously weeks, the changes in the physique are not as week to week as when you are losing fat or something like that. But yeah, obviously I can't tell myself because I never seen myself in the stage condition. Obviously I trust my coach because she has eyes, she can tell how maybe my physique can look like in terms of like the proportions, obviously the criteria and what's needed for the bikini class. Yeah, current plan just to wait for the shows to be released, kind of map out next year, because next year is going to be very busy. When I finish my first kind of season, let's see what the shows will be like. I would like to do some European show, one of them, but again, it's more like to plan everything when we see the dates, what's available and how to kind of schedule it apart from each other, because in August I have a wedding. Which is something I actually should start plan for as well. So there is a lot of things to do. So I believe I'm definitely gonna be busy enough with everything during the prep, even after prep. But yeah, it's a very exciting year coming. I can finally document everything because now the fun part will begin. Actual prep, actually really doing the hard work, actually ticking the boxes, because I'm being very consistent. I'm not saying I'm not ticking the boxes right now in the off season, but obviously there is a little bit more flexibility, a little bit more allowance to, in terms of nutrition, obviously with training and everything. I'm quite consistent, but obviously everything's gonna be different. Cardios are increased, food's gonna decrease, so I'm gonna be probably hungrier. And then my main kind of thing is still like I need to prioritize myself as a being parent, which is obviously something I'm thinking about a lot. I'm not gonna lie, especially if we live just me and my partner abroad without family support. But obviously, he is my best supporter. So, yeah, it will be fun. Like, I'm very lucky with, for example, things like I work in the gym, so I have this access to gym. I'm in a good position right now to do this because obviously it's been something on my to-do list for 9 years. Let's say it's been 9 years since I tried to do my first ever prep. And back then I didn't actually get into prep because I just started to work with coach. I never did any off season. I just went straight to prep. I had no kind of like muscle tissue build. I was very lean. I already struggled with eating disorders. I already didn't have my period back then, which is for another story. But basically, after a few weeks, I think I did few months with my coach, first ever coach. And then I obviously, like, after having conversations with other professionals, this was definitely a bad decision to do something like prep already without having a period. So this was the whole reason why I didn't do prep 9 years ago. There were two situations when I was about to get into it, work with coach again, but obviously something happened in my life again. And now I'm very excited. It's really exciting. I'm really enjoying this whole year. Was very fulfilling because obviously this all what it takes so far has been like a lifestyle I do anyway, lifestyle I enjoy. I love routine. I love to train consistently. I love to train to build physique. I love to eat, healthy. Also like doing these adjustments during the off season, like going through diet, reverse, and then like calorie surplus. It's all like, it's fascinating the process of how you really like need to take so much time to build that physique and really like be patient and consistent over time. So this year has been really great, positive. I obviously, as I said, did my first diet back in January. This was the first diet after pregnancy and after many, many years. So it was a really nice test to see myself feeling obviously hungry, being calorie deficit. How is my relationship with food? Because like I said, I had quite issue with food, very bad like disordered eating habits. And I believe if I would do competition back then, I would be completely broken. So everything is how it's supposed to be. Can't wait, obviously, to document everything, give you obviously some insight into what I do in terms of training, how the adjustments going throughout the prep, obviously the nutrition, how I'm kind of managing the diet. And also the big one, which I'm very excited to keep it like a real as being a mom as well and like managing everything around. So yeah, will be excited. Okay, so it's Wednesday. Today is a solo parenting day, so very long day. I'm gonna do a little bit of meal prep. I have very busy week already. I have obviously tomorrow work. I have clients. I need to manage to get my sessions as well. The weekend, again, very busy. I'm meeting my clients for group training on a Sunday, which is always my favorite thing to, have them all or most of them in person and, train. I know for myself, I know from my own experience, like really every time I work with some trainer and some coach and I did different workshops, the work in person is just the best experience. It really gives you a lot. So this is always my favorite part. Very lucky that most of my clients at the moment are based in Dublin. So that's why we always can meet every once in a while. So let's do it. Good morning. It's Saturday. It's 7:15 in the morning. And it's still completely dark, like in the middle of the night, which is crazy. But I'm going to see Nikki. She's helping me with posing. So early morning, get the posing done. I haven't seen her definitely over a month for posing session. So can't wait. To be fair, I haven't done much posing practice, like a proper posing practice, since I saw her last time. But obviously do my check-ins. So still do a little bit of posing and also mainly a lot of mobility work she gave me for my upper back, for my rotation as well, because I'm telling you, this is really hard and I'm very stiff. So mobility drills helps. I think definitely I struggle a lot, like a lot of like habits I have are from obviously carrying the baby. So I need to do loads of like chest openers, which feels great. It feels so good and it definitely helps. So can't wait to see her, see myself, how I progress, because last time we did our first session, really like an intro into the criteria, how to adjust quarter turns for myself, which was obviously something, you know, there were details I didn't know. So definitely was super helpful. And yeah, can't wait. Can't wait for today. We have 30 minutes, and after I'm going to train upper body. So nice early morning, and yeah, gonna take you to our posing session to have a look.
So let me see first how you transitioning from the front pose to the side pose. Yeah. Good. So what we can do, back into your front pose. Now once you are here, always think about the leg that is stepping back, that's the way you're swinging your hip, okay? So we're gonna go through with the foot, with the hips and the foot movement. So think about you have two lights on your hip bones and they are like shifting a little bit and then stepping back. This front foot going to be elevated, so it's like a T position. And in this way, this leg is facing fully that way, so you can get that nice quad pop as well. So if you look at it this way, quad pop is there, glute pop is there. Okay, so that's all what I want you to do. From here, think about shift, step, lift. Yeah, let's go again. Much nicer, good. Now, with the arms position, so obviously when you are here in that front pose, as soon as you shift, cross the arms in front, and as you step back, open, and think about your elbows coming into your rib cage, because that will help you with that internal, external rotation, and that will also keep the arms closed, okay? Yeah, let's go again. So once you are here, as soon as you shift, arms comes in, and then, yeah, good. Let's go again one more time. Think about the external rotation. Nice, now hold this pose. Once you are here, it's much easier, because you just need to transition to your glute shot, it's like a mini glute shot, and then you can open up into your side pose. Yeah? Be careful with the glute shot, so come back here. You don't want to step forward. Or what you want to do, because your heel is already lifted, you just twist and then place. Good. And then the opposite leg laterally stepping forward. Come back here, and now what I want you to do, once you twist and then place, just to hold this glute shot for me. Good. Now, once you're holding this glute shot, you want to try to twist a little bit more. Push your buttocks up. Think about there is a string attached, you want to lift up. And then think about, you want to push your chest out as much as you can. Good. And this hand, you see this gap over here, that's the one. That's the one, that's the glute shot. Yeah? And then once you are in this glute shot, simply step and then open. Yeah. Yeah. So if you wanna, with the arms position, so once you are in this glute shot, arms position can be coming this way, so your elbow stays into your rib cage and you're just coming kind of like around, or it could be open this way. Whatever suits you best, that's what we need to figure out. Nice. I think this one suits you better. Yeah? Yeah, just a little bit more elegant than you. Now, let's do it from the front pose to the side pose. Focusing on that front pose, remember. Lifting that glute, good. Nice. Yeah, good. Now, from here, from that side pose, to go into your back pose. Again, you can hit a glute shot. Yeah, walking from this side, practice from that side as well. Do exactly the same. Chest up, small, like, slow. Chest up, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, YouTube, I'm back. Another part of the video. So today is Sunday. I just got home. I was awake quite long, but I'm home alone, which is the best scenario, obviously. So I really want to enjoy that. And what happened basically today, I had my last session of the week, lower body. I record that. I'm gonna talk you through because I didn't want to obviously talk in the gym. And I also saw my clients, my lovely girls, so online clients mainly. Some of them doing like a PT with me. Anyway, my clients. So we did our session together, group session. It was our second workout because obviously we're running now 12-week program until Christmas. So today we did upper body focus session. Obviously it was 5 of them, so it's not really like getting the session in, but more like a going through technique, assessing obviously their actual weight, how they can progress, alternations, stuff like that. So yeah, it's more about, because obviously most of them are online clients, so I can't see them, I don't know how they train. So this is really good opportunity for me and for them as well to make sure like they training efficiently, they getting the results, they improving. Obviously the other part of clients who are not based locally in Dublin, they usually send me like a videos, footage of their sets. It's the best tool, best advantage, whatever you call it. Make sure you're improving your training. There is always something to improve. You know, I can't tell how many times I did certain exercises and I'm still getting better. I understand that not everyone is feeling comfortable to record themselves in the gym. For example, these girls, when they have an option to see me in person, this is how we do it. So we had great session, lovely to see them, also like for them to see each other, which is always great. And I did after obviously my lower body session, so I had to split it half. I did half of the session before they arrived and then after they finished, which was actually quite good. The exercises I was doing in the second half are quite challenging and I actually felt like rested, refreshed. So it was good. It was fine. Now I'm back home. I'm gonna finish my meal. I had actually my post-workout meal with myself just in case I'm hungry, and I had just half of it, not even half. So I'm gonna finish that now. I'm gonna have not a bagel, a bread with it, with jam as well. Calories are high, so I need to make sure I'm getting everything in. It's a lot of food. My digestion was a little bit off at the start of this week, so I need to make sure I'm paying attention to what I'm eating. I'm not going too crazy with stuff that, you know, messing up my digestion. And yeah, really need to make sure like I'm getting all in because it's just for next few weeks. It's very uncomfortable, like especially you still feel like a full. I have no appetite, like zero appetite. I hate eating. Yeah. Oats. This is the meal I've been eating since I don't know how many years. Many years this has been meal of my day. Like honestly every day, you know. Most of the days, obviously. But I found myself even this week, I don't want even that. This is how bad it is. This is how much food I have. I actually have no appetite, but it has to be done. So instead of oats, I sometimes get cream of rice. You know, it's like a low volume. Yeah, adjusting the foods around as well. But yeah, let's go it, let's eat it, and I'm gonna take you through my lower body session. So today I had a lower body session. I have two. I usually train in two different gyms, so I have always one session in my work when when I'm working, I get my session, and the second lower body and second upper body I always get in the other gym close to my house where I love to train. Actually, it's really nice for change, a little bit different machine. So also those two upper and lower body workouts are a little bit adjusted to each gyms. They have a little bit different machines that I like for example, one gym has a pendulum, but at my work we have way better leg press, so this is how I kind of like have it planned. And today, so I started with leg extension. I love to always start with this. I don't like to do it as a last. So yeah, nice warm-up exercise, obviously. I'm really trying to more, I can go actually quite heavy, but I'm trying to recently, again, like obviously progress in terms of load, but also keeping the tension really, like get to hit the full range of motion. Anyway, so leg extension was my warm-up exercise. Then I jumped on hack squat, which is, again, for example, one of the machines that I prefer to do at work because the one we have there has better range of motion, so I can go really lower than in the other gym. Yeah, I did 3 sets. I felt quite stronger. I had last few weeks, around my last menstruation, I had very like low time. I felt low mentally, physically. So it's nice to, again, like obviously adjustments as you go throughout the cycle. I know about it. I know sometimes it happens before my period, the strength drops. But this month, last month, it was quite different. I felt really like mentally exhausted, very stressed as well. So it affected me not just for that 1 week, those few days before my period. I usually, the day I get my period, I feel quite strong if I train in a gym. But anyway, hit the good numbers again, like trying to hit that range of motion. This is the exercise I couldn't do a few years ago. I would say that since I gave birth, I obviously, when you are pregnant, like you are more flexible because obviously your joints getting a little bit looser. And I feel like I kind of maintain that that flexibility. Definitely my squat improved, and also the big thing is I know how to use my core since I got pregnant. It's very hard to explain. It's very hard to learn it, but my postpartum rehab and recovery was quite intentional. I really did the best I could, and it really helped me. I can see how it improves every exercise when you know how to engage your core. So with this one, definitely I can push more, and definitely like my knees got better. I still wear like the wraps. I still wear the knees. I still wear the sleeves. It's definitely better for support. But before I got pregnant, I couldn't do this like at all. So this is great. I actually love hack squat. So then I had a booty builder machine. Again, sometimes I'm not excited to do it. Sometimes I'm quite fine. I prefer hip thrust. Yeah, hip thrust is like barbell hip thrust is the one I prefer the most. Smith machine is good as well, but for example, none of those gyms I go, they don't have the Smith machine that can go all the way down to the ground, which is shit. So I have two options, booty builder and hip thrust. Today I did booty builder because I had to split my session, so I just wanted to make more time and efficient. Did a cluster set, which is very spicy thing. If you have idea what it is, basically you do multiple sets of low reps, but you have just 10 seconds break in between. So these little things are great to kind of add more stimulus and getting like better damage to your glutes. And I'm telling you, I thought I'm gonna die today. So I did obviously warm-up set. I did my heavy set. I hit 100 kg again. Like this is my quite regular like a high set for 10 reps, which is decent. I could definitely like go more, but today I dropped after because I did a cluster set. So honestly, cluster set on booty builder or hip thrust, whatever it is, it's insane. So I did that, and then I moved on to round base Romanian deadlift. This was actually the second half of the workout. Again, this machine, I have to say, since I started to practice posing for the competition, lower back pain. Like arching my back, it's fucking painful. So I have to say it really affected me on RDLs. Because again, like since I gave birth, I was trying to kind of build that stability and strength in my pelvis. So no arching, no tucking, and now obviously I have to reverse it and do it what I was trying not to do. So today, to be fair, it was great set. I hit quite high number. I really increased the load, and the reps still stayed in the range. So the overall volume was up, and this machine, particularly ground-based machine, is amazing for RDLs, especially like if you're trying to hit your glutes. Really good. RDLs for glutes on this one, absolute fire. And then the fun part, Bulgarian split squats on Smith machine. So this is intense, obviously, Bulgarians. I like it. I love it. It's hard, but yeah, it's really good. Sometimes I struggle with my hip flexors and my like groins adductors because yeah, since I gave birth, it's quite tight in there. But the overall the exercise is really good, obviously for glutes biased. So when you're trying to hit your glutes on split squat, you kind of want to push your hips back. Don't go with your knee over your toes, but it's really good exercise. It's really worth that suffering over here. Last exercise I did today, abduction with blocks. So again, this is fire with the blocks. It's absolute game changer. Again, depends on the machine. In my second gym, they have quite good abduction machine where the range of motion is good already. But here, I need to use blocks to really keep the tension in the glutes. It's amazing. So again, I'm doing 4 sets, very heavy. Again, focusing on the control. I have to say, again, this is the exercise that you can build the strength a lot, like, but when you add the blocks, obviously it's completely something different. Basically, as you come in back, you can go with your knees all together, but you still feel that tension in your glutes. So this is a really good one. I had great session, I have to say, after quite a long time. I'm not being my best, I have to say, not like even like a physically, but really in my head. Obviously not saying that I didn't have good sessions, definitely had good sessions, but yeah, just like feeling quite like mentally exhausted from all the things that's happening. Even like see girls as well, it's kind of motivated me into training. And yeah, so that was kind of finish of this week training. Very happy I managed 4 sessions. Again, 4 sessions, it's for me consistent. This is what I can manage. Some weeks I actually need to pull back, do 3, but next week I do 5, trying to do no more than 3 days of training together and no more than 2 days of rest. This is it. I'm gonna rest today. I just need to finish a few check-ins and going to eat my jam and bread and my oats. And yeah, chat to you later.